Good afternoon, everybody. It's my lunchtime live at 1 o'clock. Hope you can see my face, it's not too sunny. And how are you today? How are you on this beautiful, sunny beginning of October, autumnal, but warm and lovely Thursday? I almost said Friday then, but it is Thursday. I'm feeling great now. I had a lovely conversation with Holly, and she is signing up to Fighting Fit Together. I took some time off this morning. I got myself into a negative space in my own head about my nutrition exams and worrying that I need to be doing more and I need to be doing this and that and blah blah blah, that voice in my head. So I was like, just switch off from it, put yourself in a positive place and come back stronger. And I couldn't have done that in any better way than my chat with Holly this morning. She is a beautiful person, she has a beautiful soul, and she has an amazing energy. And I would often define myself as not very spiritual and all things woo and that kind of thing. This leads on to my subject today, talking about identities and who we really are and how we identify ourselves. It ties in quite nicely with something that one of my favourite books, Atomic Habits. I have read it, I've talked about it, I've even created something about it. I don't know what that something is called. I guess it's kind of like a book vision board, visual book thing, but as far as I'm aware, I've never come across anything like it before, but I loved doing it. So I managed to put the whole of a book on an A4 piece of paper. The main points that I took away from that book, Atomic Habits, and I love it. But yeah, so one of the premises of the book is the best way to form a habit and achieve something is to create an outcome-based, an identity-based habit. You're right. Sorry, my brother came out. So the best way to achieve something that you're working towards is, instead of focusing on just the outcome and outcome-based habits, to also form identity-based habits. And that got me thinking deeper. A bit like, so what is our identity? And we can change that. And that does correlate with our limiting beliefs. So I grew up believing that I was only academic. I was academic at school because I studied a lot, so it was a skill that I became good at. Science and maths, figures, learning, paying attention. And I always thought I wasn't creative, and I always thought I wasn't good at English. I was in the second set for English and I was predicted to get a B. So in my mind, I wasn't good at English because I was predicted A star in maths. Get that? Most people, I should have been extremely grateful to have been able to achieve a B in English, but I wasn't. Anyway, so, and I definitely wasn't sporty, and the fact that I've gone on to become an English kickboxing champion because I managed to overcome that limiting belief. Even though I had the voices to begin with that I'm not fit enough, because that was how I grew up, that was how I perceived myself to be, not fit enough, not athletic. Still, to this day, someone said to me the other day that I'm an athlete. I was like, I'm not an athlete, I'm just a kickboxer, because I do identify as a kickboxer and I do identify as an English kickboxing champion, but I didn't identify as an athlete. But luckily, I had created the habits that got me there, and I am an athlete, or I was an athlete, depending on how you look at who I am and what I'm doing now. I've been out of training for 6 weeks because of my shoulder, and if you put me in the ring right now, I probably wouldn't win that fight unless they'd been out of training for 6 weeks too, because my fitness just isn't as high as it was. Although we can work towards our desires, we can manifest success, we can visualize success, and it does work, we do also have to put the work in, and I have not put the work in. My cardiovascular fitness is not as high as it was. I cannot change that fact. But going back to that identity and who I'm becoming and who I want to be and what I'm enjoying doing, because we can change that. I'm not restrained to being a kickboxer and only being a kickboxer. That is not my only identity. I have been thoroughly enjoying reading more, writing more, and speaking more. Speaking about the fact that I want to speak. And it is a skill, and it is an identity that is becoming my identity now. I will move away from fighting. I will move away from that identity of becoming a world champion, perhaps. I will stay English champion. That will forevermore be part of my story and who I am, making me who I am today. But I will go on to become a global speaker. I will publish a book that will make me an author. And I have overcome the limiting beliefs that I'm not very good at English. So I got told the other day, I asked a question about who you think I am and what you think I do as a brand, and I got told that somebody thought if they didn't know me, so they know I kickbox, they know what I do, but if they didn't know me, they would have assumed I'm an English teacher, and they hope I don't take offence about that. No, I don't take offence about that because I enjoy it. So, and he said it was because of my glasses and the way I speak. So I guess that means I'm well spoken, and I'm happy about that. And I like my glasses. So if my glasses make you think I'm an English teacher, then I'm happy to look like an English teacher. So yeah, going back to my membership and Holly joining, it's an interesting because she can't kickbox at the moment, and I thought the identity of my membership was going to rely on the kickboxing because that is what my identity has been tied into for so long. But she's joining because she wants to be part of my book and writing club, and this, I'm so excited about this. I'm so excited about the launch of my membership and just getting to do all of the things that I love and having all of the people that want to do them with me, because we can get involved, we can keep each other accountable, we can create this powerful community. So yes, there will be the kickboxing classes because I'm forevermore going to have the ability to well, I say forevermore, one day maybe I won't, maybe I'll lose the ability to kickbox, who knows, physically, but I'm going to continue coaching kickboxing because it's an amazing way to get fit. It's fantastic fun and I love people achieving results through that. But I'm also going to provide nutrition masterclasses and group workshops, mindset masterclasses and group workshops, and the reading and writing club too. So we get to read books together, communicate together about these things. I can't kickbox, I have no intention to, but I find your energy inspiring. Oh, thank you, Bernie. See, this is a really interesting thing that's going through my mind now. I'm going to be completely honest. I haven't thought about this as the direction that my business takes, but kickboxing is actually going to only be one small element of my membership because I want it to be around self-development and the direction that I'm going with my life and where I want to go, the speaking on global stages, the inspiring people, the helping people take action in their life and make positive change to improve their health, both mentally and physically. Kickboxing has massively improved my life. It transformed my life mentally and physically. What's happening? I don't know. Right, anyway, a message came up. But kickboxing is just one element because kickboxing doesn't appeal to everyone. The nutrition and the mindset and the reading and the writing, they're going to be essential to this membership too. They're going to be the fundamentals, the core of what I provide. So it's just working all that out, isn't it? It's the moving away from the just being a kickboxing coach, because that's what I've done for so long and that's who I've been for so long, and it shows that it's working because somebody said that they thought I was an English teacher. So I don't know if maybe one day I'll end up with 2 different membership sites or 2 different businesses, or can I create this thing, this I Am Fighting Fit, that doesn't have to mean we have to kickbox. Whatever way we become fighting fit is unique to us, unique to you as an individual. What do you do to enjoy? Bernie, if you're still listening, what can you do? What would you like to do? What, instead of kickboxing, you say you can't kickbox, so is that a limiting belief holding you back, or is it a physical reason? Because there is a very physical reason why people can't kickbox, and this is another thing that I want to look into further down the line, creating a new way of kickboxing, a more infusing elements of things like Pilates, a more holistic approach, less explosive, less aggressive, more going into the elderly, even chair-based perhaps. I've got so many ideas. How I ever believed I wasn't creative. I've got too many ideas. There's too many things I want to do. But the things that I do with I Am Fighting Fit, with Fighting Fit Together and my Champion program, I help established entrepreneurs enjoy exercise, food and increased confidence through champion coaching on kickboxing, nutrition and mindset. So that kind of encompasses a bit of everything, because it's self-development at its finest. The program is with small people. I'm still here, not interested really in kickboxing, but hubby says if I so much as stand on one leg I fall over. Yeah, that sounds like a good reason to put you off kickboxing. It can be a great way to improve your balance and your coordination. I didn't have good I didn't have good balance. I still don't have good balance considering the level that I'm at. It's something that I had to work on, but I'm not going to try and sell you kickboxing. Kickboxing, I say this openly to everybody, just because I enjoyed kickboxing doesn't mean it's for you. Those that do enjoy kickboxing and do want to try kickboxing, I am here for them. But there are many people, Holly's just signed up and she's not kickboxing at the moment. She has her own health issues and she's going to focus on the reading and the writing and the book club, the nutrition webinars, and then she'll kickbox when and if she is ready. And I will be there to help her when she is. But I'm never going to try and encourage people who don't want to kickbox to do it. It's a bit like if you tried to convince me to go play football, I would say no. If you tried to convince me, although part of me thinks, oh, maybe I could. But it's not for everybody, and I fully understand that. So this is why there's only so much that one person can do, and I've got to work out what I'm doing. And I'm thinking now about the speaking training that we've been having, and I'm turning this into waffle. So I'm going to finish now. I'm going to finish up. I'm going to show you my lunch because it's my lunchtime live. Today I have got a lightly spiced sweet potato stew topped with a bit of feta. And I'm going to finish, there's my garden. And I'm going to finish up by just re-going over everything that I just said, in that the best way to form positive habits is to focus on identity-based outcomes, not just identity-based goals, not just outcome-based goals. So who you want to become. So like if you want to give up smoking, become a non-smoker, not just give up smoking as a smoker. And I'm very much about mindset. That's why I'm here with you, and the writing sounds fab. Also here in the middle of mid Wales. I'm not even sure there'd be a local kickboxing coach. I love to dance, swim, or go to the gym. Lunch looks lovely, thank you. And I actually coach online kickboxing, but it's a completely different thing to face-to-face. Face-to-face is, I don't know, it's different. It's more fitness focused online, but I do still teach the technique. So I do have programs, 8-week progressive programs that teach how to kickbox. But the online classes that I do weekly, they're very fitness focused, sort of like a combination of kickboxing and HIIT training with core and sometimes Pilates, different elements of fitness. Again, it's not for everybody. I've got women who absolutely love the convenience of working out at home and not having to get up and go out to the gym of an evening, fitting it in around their businesses, fitting it in around their families. But then I have other women who absolutely don't want to kickbox online and they want to be in the gym face to face, connecting with real people. So it's one of those, it's all about finding what works for you. And if you love dance, you did say dance, and swim or go to the gym, then stick with that. Stick with what you love. That is what I want to empower women to do. I want to empower them to enjoy exercise, not as exercise in I must go to the gym because I must get fit, I must lose weight, as in I love doing this. I love being connected with these other people. I love getting my body to move in positive ways. And if those ways for you are not kickboxing, that's absolutely fine. And 100% I support that. Anyway, so back to away from the waffle, the identity-based goals, and don't let limiting beliefs hold you back from who you want to be and do what you want to do. Dance is something that I want to get into. I know that I have a limiting belief. I know that I tell myself that I have no rhythm and I can't dance. I am going to work to overcome that, and I can dance. I can listen to music. I can enjoy music, and I can move my body, but I tense up, and that comes across as having no rhythm. Does it even matter if I have no rhythm? If I genuinely have no rhythm and I enjoy doing it, surely that's still dancing. But we do get them. We all have them. If you have any limiting beliefs that you know of, please feel free to share them, because the more we share them, the more we become aware of them, and the more we can then work to overcome them. Because it's so sad that we all have them. The common one, I'm not good enough, I can't do that. It's so common amongst society, and I know that Bernie agrees. Like, Bernie works in mindset. You are a mindset coach, aren't you, Bernie? I may have just got that completely wrong, but I don't think I have. And that's what we help people do. We help people overcome the things that are holding them back to get to a more positive place. And that will be unique for you. And on that happy note, I'm going to go. And Holly, if you listen to this back, you're amazing. Thank you for being my first official founding member, and everybody else who has agreed to be a founding member of Fighting Fit Together. I will be in contact with you this afternoon because it is ready to go, and we are going to get started on Sunday. We are going to pick a book that we are going to read for October. There we go. Have a lovely day, everybody, and have a lovely lunch.